Alright guys, just San here, back for another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and in today's video we're going to be checking out the other Part 2 LR and the Agl Carnival LR Goku. Now you do have to specify which Carnival LR Goku you're talking about, because at this point there is 3 of them in the game. Actually, we have all 3 of them on the team, but yeah, you do have to specify that. But yeah, anyway, we're going to be checking out this guy in today's video. Now I think this is going to be a bit of an interesting showcase, because we did already do the showcase on the Carnival LR Gohan. And there is a lot of talk about this guy being better than the Gohan, so we can kind of compare the 2 units during this video and just see which one is overall better. But yeah, I mean, anyway, just getting right into this first turn. So we're at 283k defense. Not really the craziest start of turn defensive stat, however, there are some things you have to keep in mind right here. Most notably, he does have guard for the first 6 rotations. So of course, you know, almost 300k defense with guard is very good. And also, this guy does get 59% defense when he receives 5 attacks. So, we do have that in our back pocket as well. And this guy is stacking defense, right? So, I mean, his defensive stats are going to get up there pretty quickly. And then, yeah, I mean, let's just see what his offensive stat is right here. I'm not really expecting anything too crazy. Yeah, so, I mean, not even 6 million. Because we do actually get an additional 120% attack buff after we receive 9 attacks. So this guy is one of those units that you really just want to make sure you receive as many attacks as possible with him. Actually, I probably should have put him in like slot 1 on that rotation right there, just because that's where the most attacks were, but I guess whatever, it doesn't matter. But yeah, okay, so on this rotation right here, we have, well, I mean, I'm going to do this, so we have, oh, okay, never mind. So this is a pretty bad rotation, actually. We're only going to have All in the Family. I did bring this Grandpa Gohan just because he has All in the Family. I wanted to make sure we got some rotations where this guy had that link, because it is a very crucial link. And also the Grandpa Gohan supports, so I figured might as well just throw him on the team. But anyway, right here, with only 1 link active, we're over 400k defense. That's pretty good considering we have guard and we're stacking. So alright, what we'll do is we'll pick up those 2 Agl Key Spheres right there. And yeah, let's just see what attacks that this guy gets to. I mean, we've got a lot going on for us right here. We do have double support. Again, from the Grandpa Gohan and from the Goku in slot 3. We built up a little bit of key right there. And alright, a 4.87 million attack stat. So not really all that good, if I'm being honest. I mean, that's just not that impressive. In terms of damage, that's not a lot. But we did get the additional right there. Okay, so we did also, let me actually double check really quick. I think we get 30% defense on our 12 key super. Yeah, we do. So we got a 30% defensive buff from our 18 key, which was permanent, and then we got the 30% defensive buff from our 12 key, which was just for this turn, but still a double 30% defensive buff. So I believe right there we were a little over 600k defense with guard, which is very good considering we're on turn 2, and we only had 1 link active right there. So of course there is still a lot that we have that we can build up and get. Okay, so actually on this rotation we got a very good turn. So we're gonna have 3 out of 7 links, so still not really that crazy in terms of links. However, we have 50% defensive support from this Carnival LR Goku, so I'm expecting, I mean, yeah, that is pretty good, a little bit higher than the previous turn, so 426k defense. Alright, so we are going to get to receive 1 attack, which is going to get us at 24 key, so this kind of works out perfectly for us. And I'm not really keeping track of how many attacks he's received, but once we get to 9 attacks, then we will probably call it in the Legendary Vegeta event, and then we'll take him versus a Red Zone stage. But yeah, I mean, right there, a little over 6 million, not necessarily that impressive. However, as you can see right there, we did crit, because this guy does build up to a 59% chance to crit, which is very useful, because then after we get that 120% attack buff, if we're starting to get like, I mean, I don't want to say close to 10 million, but I would assume after we get that buff active, we would be hitting close to 10 million. With a 59% chance to crit, that is going to be pretty crazy. Okay, so right there we did get the defensive buff activated, the extra 59% defense. I did forget to check his defense on this rotation, but we'll see it on the next one we see him in. The turn probably wasn't really all that great for him either in terms of his defense, just because we didn't have like All in the Family right here, because I wanted to rotate the Grandpa Gohan off. Just because, I mean, he does share All in the Family, but it's not really that crazy. He only shares 1 link. It's literally only All in the Family. So we'll check him out on other rotations when we float him back on. But anyway, so actually, yeah, we can pop the active skill right here. But we have stacked up a bit with him. And, okay. 581k defense. Keep in mind, we still have guard right here. This guy keeps guard for the first 6 turns. So So he is going to be guarding for, I mean, majority of the fight, depending on where you bring him in. If you bring this guy in Super Battle Road, then you're pretty much guarding for the whole fight. And if you bring this guy in Red Zone stages, then it's majority of the fight. But if you're in a long event like this or an Infinite History stage, you might kind of see it wear off like midway through the fight. But anyway, right here, again, 581k defense, but we are stacking. So on the next rotation, we're going to be approaching 1,000,000 defense, which is, that's pretty crazy. But I do want to get his active skill in the video, so let's play this really quick. Okay, cool. I don't have the skip on, so yeah, let's go and play this. Okay, 8.1 million damage. That is very, very good. That is a lot of damage for sure. So, all right, we're going to throw him in slot 1. The enemy's on like 1 health bar, so we're going to kill right here. And then on the next rotation, we can check out the other Goku who has the extra 59% defense and see how good he's looking. But all right, a 7 million attack stat basically. I mean, I guess we do have the 59% chance to crit, so that's not horrible. Which, yeah, we did get it right there. So, I mean, all right. Pretty all right in terms of our damage. But, okay, this is going to be the good rotation. So, we have the extra 59% defense, and we are at 720k defense. That's pretty good. We still have guard, too, actually. We're on turn 6 exactly. So, we do still have guard. And after we super, we are going to be around 1,000,000 defense with guard on turn 6. Okay. And we don't have All in the Family. So if we had All in the Family right here, we would be... Actually, we probably would be almost at 1,000,000 defense. So, wow. Okay. That is very crazy. Defensively, this guy is going to be a god for the first 6 turns. And honestly, even after that, he's still going to look very impressive. So right there, we have the extra 120% attack buff, as you saw with the little attack icon up. So let's see what we're hitting right here. I'm expecting something pretty good. That is... that's pretty good. 13 million attack stat. What was it, like 13.6? And we had the 59% chance to crit, which of course we didn't get right there because, you know, my luck. But okay, I will absolutely take that. That is very good. So then once you start getting additionals off of this guy too, you're going to be doing so much damage. And your defense, of course, is going to get a lot better because of the 30% he gets on his 12 key super attack. So yeah, honestly, just very good overall. That is very impressive. I mean, if you don't have that extra 120% attack buff, his offense is going to look a little bit weaker. Well, I mean, kind of, because you do still have the crit chance. So if you're critting and doing like 7-8 million attack stats, that's still kind of good. But if you're not, you know, if you're not critting, then for sure his damage can be a little bit unimpressive. But then once you get the extra attack buff, you're looking crazy with him. So, all right, right here, we're at 668k defense. Now, unfortunately, this guy does not have guard right here, so... it's just that defensive stat, but that's still pretty good. I mean, that's not bad by any means. So what we're going to do is let's go ahead and just like stack up with him a bunch, and then I'll cut to the end of this Legendary Vegeta event and see how high defensively we're at. Okay, so we are here in the same Legendary Vegeta event, but we're on turn 12, and we've stacked up a little bit. We've got a pretty good rotation right here. We are going to have 5 out of 7 links. So, you know, we've got the main stuff like All in the Family, Legendary Power, Fierce Battle active. And we've got a little bit of support from the Grandpa Gohan, but, I mean, nothing too crazy. And our defensive stat is, yeah, over 1 million. So, in terms of defense, we are looking pretty good, I would say. 1 million defense is very good. And I am going to throw him in slot 1, so we're going to lose All in the Family. So, our defense does drop to 869k. But just keep in mind, with All in the Family, we are at 1 million defense. But I do want to put him in slot 1. And just see what his attack stat can get to right here. Because, of course, I mean, with the extra, what was it? The 120% attack applied, I would assume we're going to do a pretty crazy attack stat right here. So we did actually get the Dokkan mode as well, which is kind of unfortunate. But, I mean, whatever. It is what it is. So 13.2. Yeah, that's pretty good considering we can crit right here. Actually, I kind of want to crit just to see how much damage we do with the Dokkan mode. Because then if we have the Dokkan mode, we get the crit off, and we're doing over a 13 million attack stat. I would assume the damage would be... oh, yeah, it'd be good. I would assume it'd be good. So, I mean, yeah, let's just see what this is. Hopefully we get the crit. We did for 15.1 million damage. Okay. Alright, so the main thing with this guy is that you just want to receive 9 attacks. Because after you've received 9 attacks, you've built up, I think, 5 ki, a 59% chance to crit. You've gotten 59% defense and 120% attack. So receiving attacks is a pretty big deal with this guy. I guess with all that shown, let's go ahead and just cut to the red zone stage. I have no idea which one I'm going to bring him in, but I guess we'll got to find a good one for him. Okay, so we are here fighting Metal Cooler Core. And we're opening with a really good rotation right here. I already clicked the key path, but I mean, you know, we're at a 24 key super anyway, so it doesn't matter. And we're going to be at 4 out of 7 links. We have no support right here, and we are on turn 4, so we still have his guard up. And right here, we're at 644k defense with guard. And we get the 30% defense on super. Well, actually, we get it on both super attack effects, but technically we get it infinitely on our 18 key. So yeah, I mean, let's just see how well he's tanking. I'm assuming double digits. I mean, yeah, easily. But I do want to get supered with this guy. And then see how much damage we take then. But yeah, a 16.5 million attacks. That is pretty good. I would say that's pretty good. Especially, yeah, when we're critting for basically 10 million damage. That is very impressive. And we are getting supered right here as well. So this is going perfect. How much damage are we taking from this? This is post-super as well. So we did get the defense from that. Alright. Almost 300k. That's a lot. That is a lot of damage for sure. But you do have to keep in mind, of course, we are only on, I think, turn 4. So we could still stack up a lot and just look a lot better. I mean, our guard would wear off, so I don't know, maybe kind of goes both ways. You know, we get better defensively, but we lose the guard. However, I would say that's not really that bad, especially considering, you know, we're type neutral. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed. I'm fairly impressed. We did unfortunately get sealed right here, so we're not going to be able to super attack, but I mean, it's cool. We'll just see how well he's going to be able to tank in slot 3, just because we're receiving a bunch of attacks anyway. We do have the guard up right here as well, and we were at a pretty good defensive stat, so I mean, yeah, let's just see how well we're tanking right here. I'll probably just call it after this rotation because we already saw him tank a super, and we did live. I mean, we took it for just a little under 300k, which is pretty good for the most part. I mean, I don't know. I think maybe he could have tanked it a little bit better, but again, you know, turn 4, so of course we didn't really get that many stacks in. However, we were fully built up with him. So we did have the 59% defense, and of course, because we did such a good attack stat, we did also have the 120% attack. But okay, UI Goku got touched for 1 normal right there, and he took a lot of damage. I mean, I guess Metal Cooler Core, he does hit pretty hard. He doesn't play around, so of course, I mean, you know, getting hit with these units that need to dodge is, it's gonna hurt. So, alright, now that we're getting these supers off, let's see how well Carnival LR Goku, the AGL one, is tanking. I mean, obviously double digits, but I would assume we're gonna get supered right here, right? Yeah, we are. Okay, so another super. Is this gonna... I think this is gonna be a little bit less damage, because this guy was a little bit higher defensively, right? Yeah, 137k. Alright, so that's... honestly, that's not that bad. And as you can see right there, we did have the thing where he survives a KO hit, which of course is very, very useful. I mean, if you're surviving attacks like that are just completely blowing this guy away, still being able to survive from that is pretty useful. So, all right, well, I mean, that's pretty much it with the red zone test. Let's go ahead and cut to the unit breakdown. Okay, so here we have the Carnival LR Goku. So starting off with his leader skill, it is Turtle School category, Ki +3, and HP attack and defense plus 200%. So pretty good leader skill. Turtle School obviously is a crazy category. It's basically just all Gokus on it, which is very, very good. His 12 key super attack is that he raises attack and defense for 1 turn and then causes colossal damage. His 18 key super attack effect is that he raises defense infinitely, so that's a 30% defensive increase infinitely. And then he also does raise attack for 1 turn and then cause mega colossal damage. His passive is that he activates the entrance animation upon entry once only. He gets 4 key and then 59% attack and defense. He activates guard against all attacks for the first 6 turns. He gets another 4 key and then 159% attack and defense. And then he also survives KO attacks once per turn. And then he recovers 59 HP when HP at the end of a turn is 40% or lower once only. He gets Ki +1 up to Ki +5, and then crit chance +9% up to 59% per attack received. He gets 59% defense after you receive 5 attacks, and then 120% attack after you receive 9 attacks. And then he does also have the high chance of evading Ki Blast supers, which unfortunately, you know, only Well, only a high chance, and then also it is evading. It's not nullifying. So those are two things you have to keep in mind. Of course, you have a high chance of doing it, but then you also have a high chance of not doing it. So it's just kind of a coin flip. But, I mean, yeah, for the most part, a really good passive. Not really much to complain about. Moving on to his active skill condition. It can be activated when HP is 59% or lower 59% or lower, or from turn 5 when there's another Warriors Raised on Earth category ally attacking in the same turn. So, I mean, really good condition, not really that difficult to get. The effect is that it temporarily massively raises attack, and then causes ultimate damage to enemy, and all attacks become super effective against all types. So you're gonna be doing a lot of damage with this, especially if you're critting as well, because he does have the crits built in. And his links are Sand Warrior Race, All in the Family, Experienced Fighters, Infighter, Z Fighters, Fierce Battle, and then Legendary Power. And then this guy's categories is Turtle School, Pure Sands, Goku's Family, Bond of Friendship, Bond of Parent and Child, Warriors Raised on Earth, Power of Wishes, Final Trump Card, Kamehameha, and then Full Power. So a pretty good category list right here. I mean, a lot of teams to run him on. And yeah, that has been the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think of this guy down in the comments, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.